and we're going to build a slightly little winding path that spirals down and make sort of our own mountain. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer episode 11, where we're starting to make some money. We have one medium solar panel in permanent sunlight. We're starting to get some of the tumbleweeds up here now though, and that's going to be a thing as this surface continues to expand in size. There's not going to be a lot we can do about it, except we can build down, and we're going to build a slightly little winding path that spirals down and make sort of our own mountain. There's a lot of the things that we need that we want to work on. A lot of the stations are going to be down under this platform, where all of the medium solar panels will be. So let's get started with that. So the first thing we're going to need are our containers. Oh, look at our vehicle tossed in the storm. That's okay. It's okay. We'll get that squared away here before too long. Let's get our canisters. And let's see, we don't have our alignment mod on. We do need to make sure both of these mods are on. We can put this alignment mod on us here. If I just grab that to go up top, and then the little solar panel we can take off our vehicle to keep our pack charged while we're trying to use all of the soil that we're about to get. Okay, so we'll go back down in here into our private little cave where we got all this resin waiting for us, should we ever need it. And whoa, 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 whoa. Right, this is the resin pile. Let's keep digging it up. We might as well. Lots and lots of soil there. I think we'll dig this wall out here. What do you suppose that noise is? The heck? Underground cave noises, mysterious cave noises. Yeah, we'll stay away from those. For now, we'll stay away from those. Alright, so back up top here to the solar panel area. Now what I would like to do is, let's put this resin here for now. We'll take this alignment mod, reconfigure our wide mod. Okay, great, and let's continue our surface here. We have quite a bit of soil, and the power should stay pretty unlimited for us, given that we have a solar panel up on this area. Look at that. We're just going to keep extending it out like this. No power. Okay, well, we can get more power really quick. Look at that. Charging up faster than we can use it. As long as you have unlimited power, the mods on your terrain tool really don't matter, right? But it's getting that power that is the problem. Alright, at this point we need to take off the alignment mod. I'll get it here eventually. There we go. We need this to be slightly down in this direction. Right, and then what we need to do is actually curve back in this direction. So we need a slope that's like this now. Voila. I'd say that did about what we needed it to do. Now the challenge is going to be stair-stepping our little base tubes down here. But where there is a will, There's a way, they say. So let's get, let's see. Well, next I want to... No, I don't want to flatten it yet. I want to get proof of concept first. So proof of concept is going to be getting our base tubes down there. Now, I did watch the developer stream about the direction. Oh no, don't place on top of one another. What's going on with that? Can you not? That's different. I did watch the developer stream about the way that base building is going to be moving forward. Very excited about that. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely check it out. Bases are going to be a lot easier to build and a lot more modular moving forward in the future. Let's see, not enough clearance there. So what we need is to actually remove this. Let's see if that works. Still wants to go up. How about now? Now it just wants to cut across. Are we not able to... No, let's more like this. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, now we should be able to hop it on down. It's getting there. It's getting there. We're sort of doing it. Sort of doing it. I think for here we can maybe close this up. No, we're out of soil now. Might be able to close that up if I don't use the boost mod. It should be okay. Should be okay. We can grab our soil back. And our last canister was here. Very good. We don't have any more resin, though. I know where there is some, though. Down in a particular little cave. Right, we need to go down more than this. Down further, down further. Okay. About like that. No. No, it wants to hop up. It really does. So this is where it's going to fight with us. Hopefully they make this a little easier to do in the future. But do not despair. It is not impossible. We're just going to have to make it a little more gradual than I would have liked. Something like this. Nope. Oop, kind of enclosed ourselves there. Alright, well, we'll have to go find... Oh, don't die. Oh. Yeah, it looks a little weird. But that's okay. We'll spiral it down there, and then that whole underside will be protected from these tumbleweeds, which are going to have this area completely overtaken before too long. Let's make some more resin. Or rather, no, we don't need to make any more resin right this second. We can actually grab some of our resin. Let's drop off some items here. Maybe these batteries. Probably not necessary. Not for where we're going. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 3, please. Thank you. We do have a cave right here we can explore. To go down to get more research. Look at that. The constant sun. I just love it. I really do. Okay, maybe now we're getting close to having this at a grade that this building will find acceptable. Let's find out. No, it really just wants to bounce up like that. And it could be that this needs to be thinned out a little bit, perhaps. Let's try that. No, it's still bouncing up, and it's over something here. Maybe if we do like this. Right? And then come this way. Ooh. Still fighting with me. I don't normally have this kind of trouble here with this, though. So let's just make it perfectly flat. Right? Still wants to bounce up. Well. We're not quite as low as I would have liked to have gone. Oh, look how, like, everything looks now that it's shaded. It's almost like it thinks we're in a cave. That's kind of interesting. Kind of disappointed in you, my little building pod. Not sure what the malfunction is, or what I can do to get you straightened out. But I don't like this attitude you're giving me. Like, how is that? Are you really going to build up like that? Well, that would just absolutely ruin everything if you were to do that. Do you even understand? Like, do you understand what that would... No, you cannot do that. That is unacceptable. If we have to, we can do another habitat down here. I've done this before, though. This isn't impossible. We just got a bad generation with the terrain. Normally, you can step it down and step it down and step it down. Let's try this. It still wants to balance up. No matter how much we take it down to the core, it wants to bounce up. Okay, well, change of plans, I suppose. We just need another habitat. That feels like... I had this vision, and I tested it out, and it worked. And now the game is going to not allow me to do it. Let's see what happens. Let's work with this. Instead of trying to fight with the system, let's work with it. And let's let it do one of its wonky little placements, and we'll just cut it off to the side, and then we'll see how it places it, and we'll work from there. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be. I have a feeling it's going to be bad, though. Let's go ahead and smooth this out in this direction. We're going to cut this way. And if it messes everything up, then it messes everything up. Cut right this way, please. Okay. That's kind of what I thought it was trying to do. And from there... Okay, it's still going to think that it wants to be up there. So instead what we need to do is we need to get rid of all of this up here. Before we did that is what we needed to do. Yeah. That was all I had to do. Okay, so now that we know what we're doing, there's no reason to despair, because now it should be relatively easy to get what we're looking for, because it should just be able to write down like that, boom, and place it down. And now we should be able to similarly step it down one more time, which will be like this. Nope, now it wants to go up. And we're going to remove some of this to help it decide to come down. Across is acceptable. It's down a little bit. We still need to come down a bit more from here. Alright. Well, now we do need more resin. And that is not a gradual, walkable slope at all. So let's just do that. Nope, I don't like that cord being covered up like that. And then we'll have to take care of this. We'll have another solar panel area over there. That's fine. It'll tie together. It wasn't intentional, but we're going to make it work. And from here, we need our batteries back, because we're going to gather more soil and make more resin. So here we can just eat up all this soil here. Oh, what do we have there? Oh, that's titanium. Oh, interesting. Lots of titanium and lithium on this planet, which is good for doing trades if you have the trading platform, or if you're trying to stockpile lithium for making batteries for another planet where you won't be able to set up at the pole. Because if you can't set up at the pole facing the sun to get all that extra beautiful, delicious solar energy for free, then what you're going to need to do is to actually make a lot of batteries. There we are. And that's part of the reason why I like coming to the Arid planet to set up this type of setup. Even though you can go to other planets and find spots where the sun doesn't set, not all planets are well suited for that. For example, if you go to the tundra planet, there's a lot of satellite wreckage in certain biomes, and in my experience, those biomes are often not at the poles. So if you go to the pole to try to harness a lot of unlimited solar energy in the tundra planet, you might not get as many satellite research as you want, basically. So then you could have multiple bases on the tundra planet. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to accomplish what you want to do. And for now, at least, the bulk of it involves picking whichever planet is your fancy, or whichever planet that you fancy, and making that the one that you go to. Because there's no real hard requirement to go to any specific planet. Realistically, if you never left the Terran planet, you could eventually research everything there and make everything there and have a thriving multiple base system set up and never leave the Terran planet, if that's what you were into. And it wouldn't be wrong. I mean, half the fun of playing these types of games is playing them how you want to play them. Alright, so we have this sort of rounded off now. Good. I think we just need to go one lower than this, and that will be our new level. So let's slope it down. See what it says here. It wants to go up. It does want to go up. It wants to go up there too. How about now? Sort of down, not really down enough. How about now? Now it wants to go up. Okay, we're getting there. I'm afraid I start making my stuff here, it'll be a little too close to the ceiling. I want it to come down a bit more. Let's go this direction. Nice, gradual slope down. Let's get rid of this up here for now. There we go. Look at that. Now it's trying to cooperate with us because we're getting rid of all this nonsense, right? There we have it. Getting better. Let's try it again. A little bit more... Yes, a little bit more extreme of a slope down, please. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, now we just need our canisters and our alignment tool. So let's go back and get that. We might even be able to put a little building there. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, we already have our alignment tool. Great. Let's grab that. Retrigger that. Okay. So we'll start by re-putting in all of this floor that we tore up here. And over this direction, right, because, right, that's what we do. Okay. We only have the one canister left. Let's see, maybe take away a little bit of that. Yeah, we'll leave that like that for now. And then we come down here, and this becomes our new floor. So let's start expanding out in all directions with the alignment mod from here. And we're out of soil. But we have our floor underneath, and this is going to protect us from a lot. Now, for a long time when I played Astroneer, building was really not something that I did in this game. I tended to focus a lot on exploration and, of course, research and just going to different planets and figuring out which one I liked the best. But when it comes down to it, oof, that alignment mod is going to mess us up. So you can see if you have the alignment mod, it tries to dig down to a flat point. Really great in certain situations where you just want a pit that goes straight down. Otherwise, not really all that helpful. But anyway, so I would do a lot of digging, and a lot of my bases were all pretty much looked the same. They were all on the surface. I think I started building some underground, and then I thought, well, why wouldn't I build above ground? Why wouldn't I use all these tools they gave me to make some sort of structure? And this seemed like the best place to do it, because you want the sunlight high up here on a nice flat surface where the sun's always hitting it, but then you have the tumbleweeds. The bigger this area gets, you're going to start to get hit by tumbleweeds a lot, so you need a place that's sheltered from tumbleweeds. And I thought, just like this. No. Let's try again. Here we go. Fill this in over here, just like this, right? Very good, very good. Look how nice and flat that is. Yep, and then we're gonna come over here to this side. Okay, we're out of soil. That's quite all right indeed. That doesn't look flat though. I suppose it is. So the alignment mod, here's something to note with the alignment mod, is it draws its straight lines in accordance with the gravity as it pulls to the center of the planet. So over a long period of, over a long surface area, and this is kind of exacerbated when you're using the wide mod, but over a large area, it's going to stop being flat because it's going to follow the curvature of the planet. It's just going to appear flat in small sections. This is good, though. This is very good. So we'll have one post coming this way, and then we'll have one post coming this way. We ran out of soil heading this way. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and put that post there. And then, oh, it's a storm. Okay, well, we're not enclosed yet, so we're going to have to try to find a place to seek shelter. I don't know if we're going to get to the habitat in time. We might. Oh yeah. Easy. The storm actually has a hard time getting the debris up here when your platform is small, but just like the tumbleweeds, the more surface area you have up here, the more there's room for it to bounce off of and impact the floor or the ceiling. So once it impacts the top of this structure, obviously then it can just bounce around. But if it falls out in front of it, then it's just going to go down below and not really mess with anything. You can see there's a lot of them out there just dropping. Was that lightning? No way. Yeah, look at them all. But the majority of them are going to go sailing underneath us, because the only ramp they have to bounce and roll up is this little narrow area here, which really isn't that much surface area. Oh, look at those planets moving together. Well, they almost look like they're touching, don't they? It's really neat. You can just sort of see them overtaking everything and rotating. It's really cool. Oh, tumbleweeds. That's a lot of tumbleweeds. See? And that's the other thing. As the tumbleweeds spawn at the edge of whatever the limit is that they have to spawn away from you, that's going to start being covered by a surface. It's not going to always be just empty air for them to fall down. And our vehicle got tossed again, but that's okay. Let's continue pulling up all this soil and turning it into a base that we can be really proud of. Whoa. Just going to carve this down here a little bit. Oh, what have we here? Oh, these are the infamous red sands. The red sands of the underground of the Arid planet. Sort of wish they'd sparkle. It's a cool color, and I like the little trails, but I like the sparkle effect that the brown has. Sort of wish the red had that. But that's all right. For now, our structure is all gray because it's, you know, it's basically, think concrete. We're basically taking soil and turning it into concrete with our gun is the way I look at it, where you have this flat gray. But we're going to be changing that up. We're going to use a terrain analyzer and go find some neat terrain to paint and change the appearance of our base once we get going. But we're a little ways off from that. For now, we just need to continue making everything nice and flat and accessible down here, so we can work on getting our research going again. Right, nope. We don't want the lines. We don't want those lines. We want the circle. The lines are going to give us walls, and we're not trying to do that just yet. Alright, here what we need to do, yep, is to build this up a little bit here like this so that it becomes part of one thing. Yep, just like that. And then what we can do is we can use our alignment tool to flatten out some of this. And also flatten out some of this here. Just to give us a little bit of room to walk around, right? Like this. And then this here probably should just be closed up. Right. So you come this way, then you go here, and then this is probably going to need to be closed up. Alright, so here's what we're going to try to do the walls. Now, I don't normally use the walls. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but let's see. Right, so there you can see we have ourselves a wall. Now all we have to do what's going on here? My controls were getting a little messed up. Okay, that was weird. It was like my control button was activating my terrain tool. I'm not sure what caused that. That was a little weird. Let's flatten all this up. It's really not that tough to make something kind of neat and intricate and intentional. But I shied away from it for a long time in this game, and I'm not sure why. I think at first it was that need to have everything smooth and blocky. I realized really you just need stuff flat and enclosed. There we have it. And that's how we'll start to enclose this thing. And make it all sealed up. And then probably drag it down to the ground, and it'll end up looking like a large mountain, or ooh, maybe we'll make it look like a volcano. I don't know. We're still a ways off from that. We have time to think about it. But I guess for now we're just going to continue putting down super flat terrain. Not sure why that didn't mesh. That one jumped up a little bit. Let's get it straightened out here. Just like that, nice and easy. Looking good. Looking good. Now we should be able to put our research stations down here. We should be able to have plenty of room for all that. I would imagine. We could have gone all the way down to the ground, I suppose. But that would make it harder to fully enclose. I think this is good for now. We make sort of our own little cave. We can always go down again if we need to. Do we have resin on us? We do not. We do not. Okay. Well, we can shape this up here a little bit. Oof. Easy does it, Thranxes. Easy does it indeed. Alright, this looks good though. This looks good. So we can get a smelter down there. And we'll make a mineral extractor down there so we don't have to keep coming up here. Ooh, this needs to be fixed. No problem. No problem. And then this over here, same thing. Probably need to smooth all this out and make this the same here. Not sure why it changed. Oh, because of what I was messing with down here. Oh, that's okay. Look at that. Perfect. In fact, we could probably... No, we can't. Not without eroding the ceiling, which is always an option. So this is where we are now. We've made some progress. We'll be able to start building a lot of buildings and getting some base infrastructure going. And hopefully getting some research back on track. The hard part is done though. We at least have our flat surface down there to begin building on. But that's where we're going to wrap up the episode. And I'm going to get some more soil for the mineral extractor as we're signing off. I don't know who we're waving at though. So this has been Astroneer episode 11. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So come back next time as we continue the construction of our base and get some research going with unlimited power, which should be our next step. It should be. We'll see. And I'm going to gather some soil for the machine. But until next time, take care.